The story of the Sisters of Mercy began in Dublin in 1831, when Catherine Macaulay and her companions professed their vows. Inspired by her faith and compassion for the poor, Catherine used her inheritance to open the House of Mercy, a place of refuge and outreach to the sick, homeless, and uneducated. On the 31st of August 1875, 10 sisters arrived in Singleton after accepting the invitation of Bishop James Murray of the Diocese of Maitland, and commenced their works of mercy, education, care of orphans, and visitation of the sick and elderly. Convents of Sisters of Mercy began to spread throughout the Hunter Valley. They were known for their work in schools, hospitals, orphanages, and later for their missionary endeavors abroad. And 150 years on, the Mercy Sisters' impact in the Diocese of Maitland-Newcastle remains as strong as ever. This is their story.
I'm always amazed at the age of the people that came out. They were between the age of 17 and 32, I think. They left their homeland knowing that they'd never get back to Ireland. And that to me was just so generous and so amazing.
They were willing to come to this country, to this diocese, for the sake of Catholic education in a colony that was getting established in this country.
And one of the things that the sisters began was the Martyr Hospital. That was begun by our sisters, but I believe the sisters didn't even have any training, but they still started a hospital because it was needed. That was the generosity of those early women. It really fascinates me that they had the courage to go ahead and do those sorts of things. It just blows my mind.
Well, we came for the Catholic education, and that's what the sisters did for many years, up and down the valley. And beyond the valley, sisters went to Broken Hill and Gunnedah and overseas. The need was great, and it was in a large area.
Each of the women Mercy Sisters, past and present, have shown us what it means to live with courage and faith. And they remind us why Mercy called them and why it continues to call us today.
When Jesus said to Lazarus, "Come out," and unbind him and set him free. And that has been something that has helped me stay close to the mercy charism. Well, how can I set this person free? And that to me is mercy.
I think one of the driving forces for me has been hospitality, because I know from home, hospitality was really big. And if I can open my heart to welcome anybody at any time, doesn't matter what their problem is, who they are, I can open myself to them, and I can receive from them as well. For me, it's something that's just in me, and I think it's in people. It's something innate. It may be expressed differently. Someone may call it charity. We happen to call it mercy. For us, it's caring for the less fortunate, for the vulnerable earth. It's just caring for people and being for and being with. That's how I see it.
And for me, growing up in the country, Catholic family, elders, the sisters encouraging us to think about this way of life. That's a fact of life, isn't it? Mm-hmm. That we were encouraged to consider it, and they were doing marvellous things. They were an example. The sisters living in community was also an inspiration. I found myself choosing that life as a young woman, but I've had to choose it again because the context has changed many times over.
It's pretty awe-inspiring.
It is. We've got quite a number of sisters in their 90s, and there were sisters in their 80s visiting and going in and picking up and taking there and all that. Just the network, when we talk about community, it's just so inspiring. There isn't any sister who would be feeling like, I'm living on my own here, there, or whatever, and therefore nobody's looking after me. Everybody just reaching out for each other, even though most of us are in our 80s, or the 70s or 80s, that kind of thing.
Being trailblazers is not easy. The sisters have had to move forward through challenge and change, always grounded in Catherine Macaulay's values of mercy, courage, and practical love.
We've had to be strong. We've had to be strong. Many times over. Yes. We were able to engage at a much wider level by being true to ourselves as women and as religious.
For me, I think, well, if Catherine can do it, I can do it. So yes, we have to be strong, but I think we are very much inspired and driven by what we know as Catherine's spirit that said, yes.
And look around and see other strong women that we could join.
Yes, yes, that's right.
Oh gosh, the next 150. Well, the people who are working with us now are working with us because they have that mercy spirit. And that mercy spirit doesn't just belong to the sisters, it belongs to everybody, and we've all got it.
For 150 years, the Sisters of Mercy have shaped this diocese. And as we look to the future, one truth is clear: the Spirit of Mercy is bigger than any one time, place, or generation, and mercy will go on.
But I would say to the sisters, a heartfelt thank you for the work that they've done, for the work that they continue to do, and for the work, God willing, that they will continue to embed in our community for the future.
It will go on. Mercy will go on, no matter whether there are Sisters of Mercy or not. And that's not a worry for me at all, because mercy will go on, because people have it in their hearts.